BNP Paribas, partenaire des plus belles histoires de Roland-Garros, aux côtés des ramasseurs de balles depuis plus de 50 ans.
Well done, Jannik. How special was it to share Philippe Court with Richard Gasquet for his last career match?
Yeah, it was before the match definitely something different in my mind, but you know, a very nice moment. You know, I got to know him a little bit also off the court. He's a very nice person. He has great people around him. So, yeah, amazing career he had. I think I said everything also on court. No, he played in an era where it was very difficult to play because, you know, he played against maybe the best era ever in tennis. So, and he reached some incredible results, incredibly talented player. So amazing to share this moment with him, and obviously I wish him only the best for his new chapter.
Hey, Jannik, well done. How would you describe how you adjust your game when you're playing on clay, or maybe you don't adjust at all and you have that balance between sort of staying true to the kind of player you are versus changing for a surface like this? No,
you change as a player. You know, you change the way you play on clay, you change the way you play on grass and also on hard court. Of course, I try to don't go far away from the player I am. You know, trying to be aggressive as I am, I guess, in hard court. And but you change the way you play the ball with a bit more rotation. Here usually it's a bit windy and then breezy at times, so you have to change from one side to the other and how you play. But for me it's mostly like the movement, you know, on clay, and then the movement on grass, it's then different. And so yeah, but you have to adjust, not only in base of the surface, but also in the way of your opponent, no? Because it depends.
Just related to that, Jannik, how different was it condition-wise today with the sun out compared to your first round match?
Yeah, it's very different. In the evening, the ball bounces less. You can be a little bit more aggressive and play a bit more flatter because the ball doesn't pop up as less like today. I feel like also it depends if it's sunny or cloudy. For example, today it was at times a bit cloudy, at times was sunny, so it changed very, very fast. So different conditions, but good that I played now 2 matches in different conditions, so I know a little bit how to prepare the matches, and yeah, it was good.
Hi there, Jannik. Apologies in advance for asking this question, but I just have to. And that's a lot of people come to your matches dressed as carrots. You have a logo which is a fox. Would you rather they maybe came to your matches dressed as a fox in future, or are you okay with carrots?
It's still orange though, so whatever. I mean, it's yeah, it's just fans, you know. It's good to have them, and everyone is different. So, but I think, you know, this carrot thing started, you know, back in the days in Vienna. My logo came out a little bit later, which is the fox logo. So, but you know, it's maybe carrots are a bit easier to find, I guess. Also, you know, it's a bit easy. Huh? Do you like it? It's nice. But I mean, on court, I don't look so much around, you know. So it's I try to stay focused. I'm not counting how many fans I have there. So, but no, I think it's nice. You know, it's something what people also like. So they know a little bit who they are cheering for. So yeah, it's nice to have a fan base.
Hi, Jannik. There is some controversy about the French audience behavior during games between foreigners and locals. How would you rate the behavior of French fans today, and were you disturbed by some shouts or something?
Honestly, I think I played 2 matches now, and against 2 French players, and they have been very, very respectful. It's, of course, you know, when you play against French player here, it's a little bit different, the atmosphere. It's the same when I play in Italy. No, it's of course you have some people who are gonna shout a little bit, but it's normal. You know, it's. I feel like it's more outside of the center court or outside of Susanne Lang, where it's a little bit more chaotic. I saw some matches there, and it can get very loud in a way. But of course, I mean, it's right that the French player have more support here, because we are in Paris, we are in France, and when you play against American players in US Open, it's the same, and when you play against Australian players in Australian Open, it's even there. You know, it's normal. But I really enjoy it. You know, it's you know. The most important part is to make a good match out of it. That's why people come to watch tennis, and that should be the most important part. No, that they go away and they say, "Okay, we've seen a good match." You know, so it's good to be part in a match court against French player or not French player. It's very, very nice.
Hi, Jannik, and congratulations. We just saw Novak riding a bike yesterday in Paris. Iga says she loves long walks in Paris when she has a bit of time off. Do you have any special routines when you're here during the French Open? And any places you like, especially in the city?
Yeah, we have some restaurants where we like to go. But I'm someone, you know, in Grand Slams, I try to stay very relaxed, you know, I feel like recovery is very important in this kind of tournaments. But I also like, you know, to walk around at times, going in the city. People recognize me a little bit less, you know, in Paris, so it's also good. So, you know, you can walk on the streets, it's nice, it's a city where what I really like now. So it's I have great memories here, so it's a nice city.